Greetings! So, this is the last video of Pokemon month, and my last video is a top 5 list of Pokemon that I wish were much stronger. During the video, I will talk about why I feel they can be stronger and how I will tweak their stats and move pool to make them better. So let's begin. Number 1, Ursaring. So I just did some research on Ursaring, and as it turns out, he is categorized under PU, which means he stinks competitively. This dude is a killer bear and a pioneer bear Pokemon, and let's be honest, he deserves so much more respect on his name. If you look at his stats, you can see they're abysmal. Ursaring has really good attack, but everything else is decent to bad, especially his speed. Now what I would do is up his speed by a lot. Bears are known to run at 35 miles per hour, and they're really swift to catch their prey. They attack with much depth, and Ursaring should be the Brock Lesnar of Pokemon. If you guys have seen Brock Lesnar in his days as an NCAA wrestler, you can see Brock has incredible speed for his size, he has unmitigated power, and let's be honest, if he were to take a hit, he wouldn't be dropping any minute. That's how Ursaring should be, especially if you see what he has done in the anime. Just look at Ursaring. He is big and bulky, but not to the point where he looks too slow. He looks intense and threatening. Paul's Ursaring especially got me to realize that. Just watch Ursaring versus Staraptor. Or another one that's also my personal favorite battle is Ursaring versus Pikachu. Now, I would move his speed up from 55 to somewhere in the 80s. His attack is perfect as Ursaring is at max base 384 or base 130. I would just increase his defense from 75 to maybe 95. His special attack and special defense can remain the same as we don't want to overpower him. Also, Ursaring is more of a physical Pokemon anyway, therefore this is fine. I would maybe add his move pool a bit more. Some moves I think that can benefit Ursaring are Mega Punch, Metal Claw, Dragon Claw. Given these are physical moves, I think these make sense to add as Ursaring's arsenal is very small in the physical department, and these would fit really well. Number 2, Tropius. Tropius is somehow worse than Ursaring. Even with the potential that he has, the dude is a freaking dinosaur. Now granted, he does have a bad typing, which is fine, but I think, his stats should be able to make up for that. Having a really cool design, Tropius is unique, and that works for it. However, looking at the stats, Tropius is disappointingly weak. Now that we got that reiterated, reinforced, and pretty much made it a point out of, I think first up, its special defense and special attack should be boosted up to the 100s. I wouldn't raise its speed. I think the speed is fine because it's a big Pokemon, and unlike Ursaring, it does have the look of a bulky Pokemon. Now, I would raise its defense up a little bit more, because just like Torquel, I think this should be one of those wall Pokemons that, would take a while to kind of chip away at. Now, as far as the rest of its stats go, they could stay the same. Attack doesn't really need too much, or if at all, any boosts, given, again, it's more of a physical Pokemon, and really the special attack and special defense more than make up for that. As far as move pool goes, Tropius is solid. Number 3, Torquel. I admit, you got me. I have a bias for Hoenn region Pokemon, and putting that aside, I think Torquel has a really good look and could be much stronger, and I think he needs one simple fix: his defense. More specifically, his special defense. Torquel's defense is at 140, but his defense is at 70. I would boost his defense to at least 140 to keep up closer or to the exact number that its defense has. The rest of the stats can remain the same as they're decent and can stay true to the animal that Torquel portrays. Torquel's a turtle, so its speed should be pretty low. and its special attack and physical attack can be raised, but I don't see a necessity for it as much, as I really think that its defense and special defense should be more lifted more than anything, because as a fan of Torquel, I want to see Torquel in the same category as Shuckle. Torquel's move pool is solid. A move that could be good for Torquel is Flame Charge. That would increase Torquel's speed after every turn, so that would make Torquel a force to be reckoned with. So that's one thing that I think could benefit this Pokemon. Number 4, Electivire. Electivire's stats are well-rounded, and I think Electivire is actually pretty good, which means you might be wondering why I added him to this list. It's the move pool. Its move pool can be much better. Adding moves like Volt Tackle, Iron Tail, Seismic Toss, and Focus Blast can help out Electivire a bit. Last but not least, Hitmonlee. My guy Hitmonlee has been done dirty. Hitmonlee can and should be a super versatile Pokemon, and I'm not sure why, but I have always liked Hitmonlee's look. I think it is nice and simple, but also menacing and rough. I would raise its speed by a lot, but its gimmick is that its legs are its specialty, therefore it should be quick on its feet. So I think its base speed should go from 87 to at least 100. Meanwhile, I feel like the rest of its stats are inconsistent. Its attack is at 120, but its defense is really low. But its special attack is high, while its special defense is 110. Simply put, how I would fix this is I would just swap the defense and special defense stats since it's a physical-based Pokemon. Then I think it should specialize in the physical department, meaning both attack and defense. The special attack and special defense, I'm not really picky about it. It's because it's not really a special type Pokemon. I think bumping those stats up isn't necessary. Its move pool, I would maybe just add a few extras such as Body Slam, Seismic Toss, Double Hit, and Play Rough. So that's going to do it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching. And also that would be the end of Pokemon month. So we go straight away from my Groovy Grovyle alias and back to Eduardo Betancourt. Thank you everybody for joining me for Pokemon month, and I will see you next February. Remember, this was late, and tune in for more.